Let's talk about the one resource we all get in equal measure every single day, but can never, ever get more of. And trust me, by the end of this, you might just see your day in a completely different light. But before we dive in, I want you to ask yourself a question. And I mean, be really honest with yourself. How much of today was spent just scrolling versus how much was spent actually building something? That answer, well, that's at the very heart of everything we're about to cover. All right, so let's kick things off with this really powerful idea. I want you to imagine that time is the most meticulous accountant in the entire universe. It keeps its own set of books, and it never, ever misses a single entry. You know how it is? It's so easy to just waste time in the moment, right? It feels like it doesn't cost anything. But here's the thing. That debt, it adds up. And eventually time is going to come to collect, and it will ask you to account for every single one of those hours. So, if time is this super strict accountant, what exactly is the asset that it's tracking so carefully? Let's define it, because really, understanding its true value is the absolute first step to protecting it.
The asset isn't money. It's not gold. It's not influence. It's time. Plain and simple. It is the single most valuable, non-renewable thing in the world. It's the one currency that's handed out to pretty much everyone equally every single day. And once it's spent, it is gone for good.
And this, right here, this is what truly levels the playing field. You can buy fancy cars, you can buy power, you can buy anything you want, but you absolutely cannot buy one extra second. It's the great equalizer, which makes every moment you have infinitely more valuable than any bank account on earth. Okay, so if time is our most precious asset, then we have to recognize the things that are trying to steal it from us day in and day out. So let's call them out. Let's identify the main culprits, the enemies of your future. And here's the first battleground. That mindless scrolling through a feed, it gives you absolutely nothing back. Compare that to actively investing in your own health, your own energy. The choice is pretty clear, isn't it? Do you want to drain your battery for the day, or do you want to charge it up? Now, this one can be tough. The source material draws a really stark line between friendships that just drain you and that focused time you need to design your own future. Think about it. People who don't respect your goals are taking more than just your time. They're chipping away at your ambition. And the final enemy we're talking about today? Relationships that are built on a lie. All that emotional energy, all those hours spent on something that isn't even genuine, that's time that could have been poured into your craft, your skills, your dream. One path leads straight to a dead end. The other one builds an empire. So, we've called out the enemies of our time, but just avoiding them, that's only half the battle. Now we need to talk about what success actually demands. And I'm going to give you a heads up. This right here is the reality check. Let's be perfectly clear. There are no shortcuts. Greatness is never an accident. It's not something you just stumble into while you're scrolling or complaining. No, it is the direct result of focused, intentional, and, let's be honest, often grueling work. I want you to think about your goal, that one thing you want to achieve more than anything else. Now really, really consider this question, because you aren't competing in a vacuum. There are other people out there, and they want the exact same thing you do. This is what your competition looks like. While you might be debating whether or not to even start, they're already putting in 18-hour days. They're obsessed. They are sacrificing comfort right now for mastery tomorrow. And that brings us to this incredibly powerful idea. This isn't just about competing with your peers. It's about the entire hierarchy. In that field where you want to be great without putting in the work, your superiors are already there. They got to the top by outworking everyone, and they are not slowing down. Now look, hearing all that might feel harsh. It's intense. But it's so important to understand the purpose here. This is not designed to make you give up. Not at all. It's designed to make you wake up. It's a dose of reality meant to ignite your sense of urgency, not to extinguish your hope. So, knowing all of this, knowing the true value of your time and the brutal reality of the competition, what do you do now? Well, this final section is all about taking back control. And this is where the power shifts right back to you. See, destiny isn't something that just happens to you. It's forged. It's forged in the fight against procrastination, against distraction, against all those wasted minutes. You change your fate by wrestling back control of your time. Because in the end, it all comes down to this very moment. Not next week, not tomorrow, but right now. After hearing all this, what is the very next thing you are going to do with your time? And I get it. That question can feel huge, overwhelming. The future can seem like a big tangled mess. So don't get paralyzed by the size of the goal. The advice is simple. Just win today. Focus only on the hours you have right in front of you.
And let's end on this final thought. The future is unwritten. By taking control of your time today, you are actively shaping what tomorrow can become. You have no idea how the hard work you put in right now might completely change the opportunities that show up later. The only variable you truly control is what you do next.